Hello, everybody. We are so excited to wrap up another great year of perspectives. This is again one of our series that we do through our custom development program, Elevate, bringing in amazing thought leaders across all walks of life to share their stories and broaden the perspectives of our team. Each one of you that participated had a lasting impact on our team. And so in a spirit of Thanksgiving, we want to say thank you and share some of the nuggets from everybody here.
One of the key takeaways for me from the time with you was how you talked about the power of people that you surround yourself with, not trying to do everything yourself, but figuring out the problem and hiring really smart people to help you solve it.
Thank you to Rachel, Atia, and Katie for coming to share their beautiful documentary and the story about sisterhood, Salam Shalom. I was inspired by this group of women and how they created this space for women to come together, open up a dialogue, and create connection.
Chris, just wanted to say thank you for spending some time with us this past spring. It was fun to learn about your background from your childhood through your time as a history major, then transitioning to business school and ultimately working at Target. And that path, that kind of zigzagging path to starting your own business is a good reminder that there's no straight path to success.
Thank you, Chris Walton, for sharing your perspective with us. I really appreciated hearing about your career journey from a more typical sort of retail path to a more entrepreneurial one.
Thank you, Chuck SWENSSON, for coming to talk to us. One thing you said in your conversation was, don't be like everybody else, be yourself and play to your strengths. That really rang true to me as a bit of hard-earned wisdom over the years. And I really liked it for our newer team members as well, something really nice for them to anchor to as they get started and over their career.
I really enjoyed your perspectives discussion, especially hearing about all of the past experiences that you've had and the choices you've made throughout your career to seek opportunities for growth. I also found your views on how to drive effective change in an organization really valuable.
Something that really stuck out to me was the difference between being a chef or a cook and being able to pull together all these various ingredients to create one delicious meal, or in my case, pull together all these different data sources to create one compelling and thoughtful story. So thank you so much for the time, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Harry, for speaking to Ovative as part of our Perspective series. Your message of understanding your own values before embarking on a journey as a values-based leader resonated with so many of us at Ovative. Your challenge to focus on how you get the job done, not just getting the job done, was an important reminder for all of us as we enter into our next stage of growth at Ovative.
I really appreciated his perspective on how it's important, like no matter where you are in your career, whether you're just starting out or whether you're the CEO of a company, to really evaluate how you're pouring your energy into different kind of buckets of your life, be it your professional career, your family, your community, things that you do for your own mental well-being, and then just like being an active, good citizen, just constantly being in a process of reevaluating how you're investing your energy just to always make sure that you can be at your best and making sure that you're at the top of your game.
As somebody new at the organization, I really appreciated Krista's thoughts and candid, real advice around work-life balance, being part of a team, and one point that really resonated with me was being a continuous learner and just investigating the things that you find interesting, because you never know where those learnings are going to take you in the future.
Hey Lawrence, thanks for coming to speak to Ovative this past April. Great conversation. One of the quotes that really stood out to me is to always challenge your own beliefs, because either you're going to reinforce your own or learn from a different person about their perspective. As a new person to the workforce here at Ovative, it's very important for me, and what I've learned is to really learn from others, learn from their backgrounds and where they come from. It's really helped me grow in the past several months that I've been here at Ovative, and especially in my new career. So thank you for that.
Lily, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your perspectives and experiences with us here at Ovative. One thing that really resonated with me was your decision to take the leap in your career, even though it was scary and you felt like you didn't exactly know what you were doing. You went for it anyways, and it was a huge success, and I think that's such an important message, especially for young folks who are still navigating their own career paths. So thank you.
The thing that resonated the most for me listening to Mrs. Ojala talk was when she mentioned how so many of us work in strategy, but we don't actually apply those lessons in our personal lives. And one of the stories she shared was about how her children would come asking for attention, and she would say, just give me a moment. But when you really think about it, like saying that all those times throughout the course of your life, it stops being a moment and it starts becoming like hours and days and weeks. And I know ever since I heard her talk, I've been much more deliberate about how I prioritize who I give my attention to. And I think that's really made me a better family member, a better friend, and a better coworker. And for that, I want to say thank you.
I wanted to say thank you to Luana Ozila for coming to Ovative's Perspective series. It was so empowering to hear your story as the kid of the immigrants about how you and your parents supported your families and relatives even if you didn't know them. The idea of philanthropy you shared about the support system of generosity with resources and connection resonated truly with me, and it definitely does to every immigrant or international student coming here.
I just wanted to say thank you to Miguel for coming to perform and to talk to us about his experience. It was so fun to have a unique opportunity for all of our adults as well as children within Ovative group to connect during a challenging time. I was especially impressed by your perseverance through really difficult challenges and really appreciate you sharing your story with us. So thank you, we really appreciate it.
Miguel, I wanted to say thank you for coming to speak and sing to us. Not only did we get a Hamilton and Other Songs concert from you, which is such a cool opportunity, but as a former music major, it was awesome to hear your story working in the industry and how you found success there. It was such a rare opportunity, and I loved hearing that perspective from you.
Thank you so much, Trish, for coming in earlier this summer and speaking during our Perspective series. It was awesome to hear about the impact that you had on Dale's career at a young stage, and obviously so many others throughout your illustrious career. We love the energy that you brought and really hope that the time was as worthwhile for you as it was for so many of us. Thanks again.
Vincent, thank you so much for your perspective. As a person in finance in a marketing and measurement organization, it was great to hear your CFO perspective on the marketing landscape. From the things you shared, I really enjoyed hearing about your two perspectives on how to work with senior leaders, and the importance of really going slow and simplifying the message with the leader. And the more senior they are, the more you need to simplify. And the second one is really keeping in mind what is most important to that leader at that time. So thank you so much for sharing all of your wisdom with us.
Thanks to each and every one of you for sharing your perspectives. As you've heard, you've made a difference in my team members' lives. I appreciate you sharing your life journeys, the moments in your career that made a difference, and the people that impacted your trajectory. Thank you for your time, thank you for your friendship, and thank you for your perspectives.